Hey guys, Marvin and Kid here coming to what's up, my Transformers fans out there? Back again with my recap slash review of this week's episode. This is episode 44, entitled "The New Recruit." Autobots get a new team member, and as always, look in the link. And if you missed the episode, there will be a link of the description where you can watch the episode. As always, so yeah, this episode is entitled "New Recruit," and we get a new recruit for the Autobots in the lean and the title of Smokescreen. Um, Smokescreen is a very old. He's been around. He's been around, but I was a little bit hoping for maybe a little bit more of a older G1 character, so to speak, like Mirage or Jazz or somebody like that. But it seems that they find Smokescreen on the web. They see his pod falling. Well, it wasn't actually his pod, but it was a Cybertronian pod. And pretty much the Autobots go to investigate, and pretty much from there they're attacked by the Cons and the Insecticons. There's a battle that goes on, and enter Smokescreen. He comes on, he helps out, and he's able to detour the Cons away from the Autobots in some way. In a way, it was kind of like dumb luck. That's the way RC looked at it. Um, and it's shown that Smokescreen was a former student of the Cybertronian Elite Guard during the Cybertronian War. He graduated and became a guard of the Vault of Iacon, where he guarded the Alpha Trinian during the final parts of the war. Pretty much there, when the Vault came under attack, Smokescreen helped to fight the Decepticon attackers, and pretty much he was blacked out, he was captive, and he was able to get away from the Decepticons by taking the ship. The ship was actually a long distance escape pod. It put him in stasis lock, and he went flying to Earth, crash lands on Earth. That's pretty much how he told the story. Um, and pretty much that's where they kind of give him all right. He's telling the truth, but still the RC and some of the others are still not too trusting of the new recruit. Especially Bulkhead. He's still harboring from injuries, and he's still trying to get back on his feet. And even when Smokescreen, even like he's like, yeah, how hard can it be? And then here comes Bulkhead, and they take a good look. This hard to fight the Cons. The voice actor who voices Smokescreen is none other than Nolan North. Recognized that voice right away. So he came off really good. He comes off very cocky, a little arrogant at best. He doesn't think ahead. Everything is pretty much like that. He has like ninja-like skills. His color scheme is more like Jazz and Prowl and things like that. But he loves Optimus. He is totally loyal to this guy. So pretty much from there, we hear that we see Starscream looking on the web as well, and he sees Red Energon, and Red Energon is a form of Energon that will make Cybertronian very fast, quick, fast, and he goes to find it. Back at base, Smokescreen is pretty much, he doesn't know what happened to Optimus's mentor, but he goes on to Jack takes him on a tour and shows him all the relics all the things that they captured, including Arachnid, actually, which was kind of funny. Uh, Basically, Starscream goes on the construction site where he believes the red Energon is being held. He goes there, nobody's there. So then Optimus and them go looking for it as well. Okay. And they both come on the scene, both sides. But as you all know, Starscream has the Apex armor, so he armors up, and pretty much the Autobots are really no match for him. The Apex armor makes its wielder very strong, so he can't really do anything about it. So when Optimus gives Ratchet a call, basically alert, he tells him that Starscream might get this red energon, and that's where pretty much Smokescreen decides to, after he came back from finding a vehicle form for himself. We don't know at this time. We don't know what vehicle form, but the vehicles him and Jack were looking at, he was not liking them. And I love the line where he's like, "Is this the best your planet has to offer?" And Jack was like, "Well, this is Jasper." Like, it's like, well, there's not really a lot of big variety of cars in Jasper, Nevada. No disrespect to Nevada, okay? But when Smokescreen comes back on base, he kind of gets ahead of himself and does something that he's not supposed to do. At first, it ended like he was a traitor and a miss. Like, okay, what are you doing? Because Ratchet came out like, "What are you doing?" And he just looks at Smokescreen, and Smokescreen just looks back at him. And later on, Smokescreen comes on the scene with basically Starscream about to knock the Autobots off this crane, and Smokescreen comes in and he's standing there, and then Starscream's like, "Oh, you got a new recruit, huh? You Autobots got a new recruit. Well, it's gonna be the last one you'll see. And any last words, Smokescreen, before you end?" And Smokescreen says 4 words. It says something about his armor. I'm sorry, guys. "Kiss your armor goodbye." Thank you, bro. I can't remember that real quick. He says, "Kiss your armor goodbye," and pretty much that's where he uses the phase shifter and phases Starscream out of the Apex armor. And when Starscream is like really upset, he's like, "Oh well, I gotta risk favorite wrist weapon myself," or something like that, and he shoots his rockets at Optimus, RC, and Bumblebee, and he is able to get away with a fragment of the red energon. But back at base, Optimus tells Smokescreen that standard protocol is required on the team. You can't go in there half cocked without a plan and everything like that. But still, Smokescreen gets appraised by Optimus, saying, "You still helped out the team. Good work." And it kind of gave him a little sense of confidence, which he doesn't need. But he was impressed. Optimus was impressed. But lo and behold, we turn back to Bulkhead, and he's like, the newbie got the job done, and he walks away kind of like I'm being replaced. It's still on the back of his head, is that he feels that he's still being replaced. And you got Miko trying to cheer him up, like, everybody's telling Bulkhead, "You're not being replaced. You but still he feels that way. Overall, it was a good episode. It had nothing to do with Megatron in this episode. Megatron was not even in this episode whatsoever. But it was good to see a new bot on the team that is officially on the team. I don't mind that. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name right there. You guys know who I'm talking about. He blanked out right now. Is here, but he's not. He's kind of like the lone wolf of the group. But we got now a real official member of the team. Other than that, I thought it was a fun episode. It's fun. I can't wait till next week's episode, because we get the return of Silas, which is going to be really cool to see. But what did you guys think of Smokescreen? Do you feel that you like me, that you wanted maybe a more recognizable, G1 character? Or I'm not saying Smokescreen's bad, but to me, guys, I wanted a more familiar G1 character to join the team. And how did you like Nolan North voicing Smokescreen as well? But other than that, I'll catch you guys on the flip flop. As always. And remember, guys, the link, if you missed the episode, the link will be in the description so you can watch it. But other than that, you guys take care, and I'll catch you on the flip flop.